Around here most people use spruce fence posts, but they don't last long in our wet soils and wet climate, even the treated ones. After 5 years or so, we have to come along and put another one next to the original. So more and more we're using our own green wood posts, which are basically pieces of live tree that you push back into the ground, and they grow roots and shoots, and in theory they could carry on growing for hundreds of years. Here's a few we cut and put in at the beginning of this year when the trees were dormant, and you'll see in a minute what they look like now. There are hundreds or maybe thousands of willow species, but my favourite is the common species we call grey sallies. Sally comes from the Latin salix, which is just the genus name for all the willows, so that's not very helpful for identification, but it's the only one that I know of that makes limbs that are fat and grey and remind you of elephant's legs. Anyway, I'm sure you could use lots of different sorts of willows if you wanted to try this, but avoid the skinny little basketry willows. They're good for other things, but not for holding up sheep wire. So we just sharpen one end and knock them into the ground at least a foot or so, and then staple on the wire. In this case, this is just a temporary fence, so you don't need to tell me it could be tighter. I know that. It will keep the sheep and lambs in for a couple of years, which is all it's supposed to do.
Have to go over again, I think.
Judy!
Fast forward 6 months or so, zoom! And you can see how well they've sprouted. The sheep have stripped the bark on the side they can reach, but they can't get round to the back, so the tree survives and grows. One out of the 10 didn't make it, perhaps because it was split, I don't know. And it doesn't matter which way up you put them. Willows are one of the few species which can be planted upside down. And here's what they will look like in 10 years or so. Really strong posts that won't move or rot away, and plenty of firewood on the top. You can keep pollarding them to whatever height you like, and they'll keep growing. And of course, in the meantime, they are growing plenty of new fence posts for whenever you need them, and providing shelter and nutrition to the field, pollen for the bees, and plenty of leaves to eat for animals of all sizes. So everyone's a winner.